What if I told you that right now, someone in your life is actively working to destroy you, not with weapons, not with violence, but with manipulation, deceit, and carefully disguised sabotage? These people don't come at you with open hostility. They don't announce their intentions. They smile to your face while poisoning your future behind your back. They act like friends, allies, or even mentors. But every move they make is designed to undermine you, weaken you, and ultimately eliminate you. This is not paranoia. This is reality. History is full of powerful people who were betrayed, not by enemies, but by those they trusted most. Julius Caesar didn't fall to a foreign army. He was stabbed by his closest ally. Great empires weren't destroyed by outside invaders. They crumbled because of betrayal from within. And the worst part? Most people never realize they're under attack until it's too late. They keep giving second chances. They keep ignoring the red flags. They keep telling themselves, maybe I'm overreacting. But by the time they see the truth, the damage has already been done. If you don't learn to spot these people early, they will drain your confidence, ruin your reputation, and leave you questioning your own sanity. They are not just difficult people, they are destroyers. So how do you identify them before it's too late? How do you protect yourself from an enemy that hides in plain sight? In this video, we'll uncover the 5 unmistakable signs that someone in your life is not just against you. They want to see you fall. And once you recognize these signs, you'll never be blindsided again. Sign number 1, they subtly undermine your confidence at first. They seem supportive. They offer advice, they listen to your problems, and they even pretend to celebrate your successes. But if you pay close attention, you'll notice a pattern, a subtle erosion of your confidence, one small remark at a time. These people never attack you outright. That would be too obvious. Instead, they disguise their criticism as concern. Are you sure you can handle that? It seems really tough for someone like you. I mean, yeah, you did a good job, but it could have been better. I just don't want you to embarrass yourself. At first, these comments seem harmless. Maybe you even appreciate their honesty. But over time, they start to eat away at you. You second-guess yourself. You hesitate before taking action. You stop trusting your own instincts. And before you know it, you're trapped, paralyzed by self-doubt that wasn't even yours to begin with. Why do they do this? Because a confident person is dangerous to them. A person who believes in themselves cannot be controlled, manipulated, or broken. So they slowly chip away at your self-esteem, making sure you never feel quite good enough. And here's the worst part. They pretend they're helping you. If you confront them, they act surprised. I was just trying to be honest. If you express frustration, they call you too sensitive. If you start doubting them, they make you feel like you're imagining things. But here's what you need to understand. Real friends uplift you, even when giving you tough advice. They challenge you in a way that makes you stronger, not weaker. Someone who constantly makes you doubt yourself? That person is not on your side. So pay attention to those who are always making you feel like you're not enough. They aren't just critical, they are calculated. And if you don't recognize what they're doing, you'll end up destroying yourself, while they stand on the sidelines pretending they had nothing to do with it. Sign number 2, they pretend to be on your side until it no longer benefits them. At first, they appear to be your biggest supporter. They hype you up, encourage you, and make you feel like they're on your team. When you face challenges, they offer advice. When you doubt yourself, they remind you of your strengths. And when you succeed, they celebrate with you. Or so it seems. But here's the catch. Their support is conditional. It only lasts as long as it benefits them. The moment your success overshadows them, the moment you start gaining confidence, or the moment they realize they can no longer control you, their attitude changes. Suddenly, they're not as supportive. They start withdrawing. They stop responding as quickly. They're no longer available when you need them. If you confront them, they make excuses. I've just been really busy, or I didn't even realize I was acting differently. But the truth is, they were never really on your side. They only played the role of a friend because it served them. Maybe they wanted access to your network. Maybe they liked feeling superior. Maybe they enjoyed being the one you always depended on. But as soon as you became independent, as soon as you no longer needed them, they lost interest. And sometimes they don't just withdraw, they turn against you. They start spreading subtle negativity about you to others, questioning your abilities, downplaying your achievements, and even making you look bad in ways that seem innocent on the surface. They might say things like, "Oh yeah, they're doing well, but honestly, I don't know how long it'll last. I mean, they got lucky, right? I just hope they don't let success get to their head." See what's happening? They're planting doubt. They're making sure people don't see you as competent so that if you ever fail, they can say, "I saw it coming." And the most dangerous part, they will never admit to any of this. If you call them out, they'll act like you're overreacting. They'll gaslight you into thinking you're imagining things. They'll say you're being too sensitive or that you're the one pushing them away. But real friends don't disappear when you succeed. Real allies don't become distant when they can no longer control you. If someone only supports you when it's convenient for them, then they were never really on your side. They were just using you. And if you don't recognize this pattern early on, you'll spend years wondering what went wrong, when in reality they were never truly with you to begin with. Sign number 3, they manipulate you with guilt and obligation. Some people don't attack you directly. They don't argue with you, criticize you outright, or show their resentment in obvious ways. Instead, they control you with guilt. They make you feel responsible for their emotions, their struggles, and even their failures, so that no matter what you do, you always feel like you owe them something. At first, their behavior might seem harmless. Maybe they frequently remind you of everything they've done for you. If you ever set a boundary or say no to them, they bring up past favors. "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? I was always there for you when you needed me, and now you can't do this one thing for me? I guess I just care more about this friendship than you do." They make you feel selfish for having your own priorities. They make you feel guilty for not putting them first. And if you ever stand up for yourself, they twist the narrative, painting themselves as the victim and you as the villain. This kind of manipulation is dangerous because it's covert. It doesn't feel like an attack. Instead, it feels like an obligation. You feel like you need to keep them happy, that you're somehow responsible for their well-being, and that if you don't prioritize them, you're a bad friend, a bad person, or even heartless. And the worst part, it works. Because guilt is a powerful weapon. It makes you question yourself. It makes you doubt your own intentions. And if you've been raised to be kind, loyal, and giving, it traps you in a cycle where you constantly sacrifice your own happiness to keep someone else satisfied. But here's the truth. Healthy relationships don't rely on guilt. A real friend doesn't expect you to drop everything for them. A real friend doesn't keep score or make you feel bad for prioritizing yourself. And a real friend definitely doesn't manipulate your emotions to get what they want. The person who does, they don't want a friendship. They want control. They want power over you. And if you're not careful, you'll spend years trying to please someone who will never actually be satisfied. So pay attention to the people who make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself. They aren't looking out for you. They're making sure you never stop looking out for them. Sign number 4, they sabotage your success and happiness. A true friend celebrates your victories. A true ally supports your dreams. But someone who secretly wants to destroy you, they can't stand to see you succeed. At first, their sabotage might be subtle. They might downplay your achievements with dismissive comments like, "Anyone could do that, it's not a big deal. You're just lucky, that's all. I guess we'll see if you can keep it up." Instead of encouragement, they offer backhanded compliments or passive-aggressive remarks. They plant seeds of doubt in your mind, making you question whether your success is real or if you even deserve it. But over time, their negativity escalates. They start undermining you outright. Maybe they spread rumors about you, making sure others don't see you in a positive light. Maybe they forget to invite you to important networking events, or they subtly discourage you from taking life-changing opportunities. You get a promotion, they remind you how stressful that job will be. You start a new business, they tell you about all the ways you'll probably fail. You enter a happy relationship, they suddenly find problems with your partner that don't actually exist. Why? Because your growth threatens them. They need you to stay small. They need you to remain insecure, dependent, and doubtful. Because the moment you start realizing your own worth, they lose control over you. A person who truly cares about you wants to see you thrive. They uplift you, push you forward, and cheer you on, even when they aren't benefiting from your success. But someone who secretly resents you, they'll do everything they can to hold you back. So pay attention to those who react negatively when you achieve something. Because if someone can't be happy for you, there's a good chance they're waiting for you to fail. Sign number 5. They drain your energy and leave you emotionally exhausted. Some people don't attack you with words. They don't insult you, sabotage you, or manipulate you in obvious ways. Instead, they wear you down. Every conversation with them feels heavy. You feel like you're walking on eggshells, afraid of saying the wrong thing. You feel obligated to comfort them, reassure them, or fix their problems, even when they make no effort to fix them themselves. At first, you tell yourself they just need support. Maybe they're going through a hard time. But over time, you realize it's always like this. No matter what's happening in their life, they always play the victim. They always have a new crisis, and they always expect you to be the one who carries the weight. They demand your time, your emotional energy, your attention, and the moment you try to set a boundary, they make you feel guilty for it. You don't care about me anymore. I guess I'm all alone then. I just thought you were different from everyone else. And before you know it, you're drained. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. You lose motivation. You stop focusing on your own goals. You find yourself constantly anxious, always worried about their next crisis, while they show no interest in your struggles. Here's the truth. Relationships should recharge you, not drain you. Yes, true friends support each other. But if someone always takes and never gives, they're not a friend. They're an emotional parasite, and if you don't recognize it soon enough, you'll wake up one day feeling completely empty, realizing that you gave everything to someone who never had your best interests at heart. So ask yourself, do you feel lighter or heavier after talking to this person? Because if someone consistently drains your energy, it's not an accident, it's a warning sign. And the sooner you walk away, the sooner you take your peace back.